Hi, I'm Joel Kalia, aka The Pain Geek. This video is going to concentrate on the hip and lower back, also called the gluteal muscles. These muscles might be causing pain radiating down your leg or to your lower back. So first we're going to start with how to roll the gluteal muscles. For this one you can use any type of ball. I'm going to start with the large alpha ball. And then I'm going to find the bony protuberance that's sticking out at the side of my hip, called the greater trochanter, and I'm going to put the ball just behind it to where the glute minimus is. All my weight is going to be on the ball. If this is too painful, you can try either a smaller ball, or you can try to get this up against the wall. So then you can see that I'm rolling side to side, and I'm letting my knee fall open. This opens up the hip and exposes the muscle to the ball. Slowly back and forth. And then, once that's done, we can go up and down. Afterwards, we're going to move the ball a little bit more towards the center, or the midline, to the glute medius muscle. Again, I'm going to roll back, up and down, and then back and forward. And then finally, I'm going to move on to the glute maximus muscle. To get comfortable, you may want to lie down and put a block behind your head. Try not to keep the neck too flexed or bent. So you can see I'm having the ball here on my gluteal muscles, and then I'm opening up the hip, going side to side, and then flushing it out by going back and forth. To make this one even more intense, we can take the leg and go into what's called the figure four. This opens up the hip muscle and allows you to get deeper into it. Try each of these three muscles, the glute max, med, and min, for about 5 to 10 minutes each, and then repeat on the other side. Once you've rolled out the gluteal muscle, you may want to start working on the hip flexor. These are the muscles that flex the hip and can get very tight, especially from sitting all day. For this one, I'm going to use the spiral roller, but any ball can be used. I'm going to put it on the ground and then find that bony knob on the side of my hip. And this time I'm going to go on the front of it. My leg is outstretched and my opposite foot is grounded to stabilize myself. So once I find that tight trigger point or knot in the muscle, I'm going to roll back and forward. And then flush the muscle by going up and down. We can then start to roll onto the ball or spiral and get different trigger points. Some of them could be quite painful. Now there is a nerve on the inside of the thigh called the femoral nerve. You don't want to go too far into the groin area. If you do, you may feel some pain or numbness or tingling radiating down to your foot. If you do feel that, just back off and go more towards the outside of your hip. So that's how to roll the gluteal muscle and the hip flexor. Now we're going to talk about how to strengthen those muscles. One of the most effective strengthening muscles for the gluteal muscle is called the clam shell exercise. For this exercise, I'm going to get myself comfortable, either on my arm, or I may want to rest my head on the block so that I don't strain my neck. With the legs bent and the knees together and my feet together, I'm going to open up the hips, engaging my gluteal muscles. Breathing out as I open and in as I close. You may want to do sets of 9 or 10 and about 3 sets. Once this muscle gets quite strong, you can make it more difficult by lifting the foot away from the other foot and opening it up just like this, the open clamshell. Another way to strengthen the gluteal muscle is called the fire hydrant. When you're on your hands and knees, you can lift up one of your hips and then breathe out, up and down, back to neutral, and up and back. Finally, we're going to talk about how to stretch this muscle. One of the ways to stretch the hip muscles is called the figure 4, which we've touched on already today. Lying on my back comfortably, I'm going to put my one knee on top of my one foot on top of the other knee, with my foot flexed. I'm going to lift up, thread my fingers through the knee, and then pull the knee inwards. I can feel it stretching my hip external rotators. Hold that pose for 30 seconds or so, and maybe 3 sets. Another way to stretch that muscle is called the Pigeon Pose. You may want to start in a downward facing dog, which is this position, and then bring one of your legs up towards the hand, and then sink down into the hip. The more that this foot becomes flexed out to straight, the harder the posture. So, using the exercises you learned in this video, I hope that you're able to roll, release, restore, and relax your tight, sore muscles. So until next time, this is Dr. Pain Geek saying, keep on rolling.